the future, maybe the main struggle is the elite doesn't need you. There is nothing that you can do which is beneficial to the economical or political system. They don't need you.
After thousands of years, during which humans were the rulers of the world, authority and power will shift away from humans to computers, and most humans will become economically useless and politically powerless. Already today, we are beginning to see the creation of a new class of humans, the useless class. Already today, we are beginning to see the creation of a new class of humans, the useless class.
Today, all over the world, every year about 1.25 million people are killed in traffic accidents. That's twice the number of people who die from crime and terrorism and war put together. And most of the traffic accidents are caused by human error. If we replace human drivers with self-driving vehicles, it is likely to save maybe 1 million lives every year. In order to put a self-driving car on the road, you need to answer some very difficult ethical questions. Like the textbook example is you have the self-driving car moving on the road, suddenly 2 kids who are chasing a ball jump in front of the car. And the car has to choose whether to drive forward and kill the 2 kids or swerve to the side, hit a coming lorry, and risk killing its owner who is asleep in the backseat. When you apply for a job later on in your life, chances are that your application will be processed by an algorithm and not by a human being.
Sapiens, and it's written by Professor Yuval Noah Harari. And I found the book because it was recommended on a book list by Bill Gates and later Barack Obama as one of the most influential books that both of them had read within the last 10 years. So if it was good enough for them, I had to check it out, and it absolutely blew my mind.
What does a world look like when it is dominated by super intelligent but non-conscious algorithms? We are in the process of acquiring divine abilities, of turning ourselves into gods. And I mean this in the most literal sense possible. It's not a metaphor. If you think about the abilities of gods according to various mythologies, we are now acquiring these abilities through ourselves. Like in the Bible, God is the creator. His chief power is to create. He creates animals and plants and humans according to his wishes. Now we are gaining this power to create life, just like God, and in a way we even go beyond the biblical God. Because even if you believe the Bible, the only thing God managed to create are organic beings. All these trees and giraffes and humans, they are just organic. But we are now trying to create inorganic entities, inorganic life forms, cyborgs, artificial intelligence, and so forth. If we succeed, and there is a very good chance we will, then very soon we will be beyond the God of the Bible.
I really sincerely believe you're helping our group get focused on what are the possibilities of the future and some things that we ought to be thinking about.
The next big projects of humankind will be to overcome old age and death, to find the keys, the secret to happiness, and to basically upgrade humans into gods. This is why the title Homo Deus, God-Man. And I don't mean it as a kind of literary metaphor. I mean it in the literal sense that for thousands of years, humans have imagined gods in a particular way. They ascribed particular abilities and qualities to gods. And we are here in a church, and the walls are full of these descriptions of what God can do. And we are now seriously in the business of acquiring these traditional divine abilities and qualities to ourselves. Whether it's trying to overcome death and gain immortality, or whether it's gaining the ability to create and design life according to our wishes. In the Bible, in the book of Genesis, basically the first thing God does is to create animals and plants and humans according to his wishes. We are now trying to gain this divine ability to ourselves. It's very likely that in the 21st century, the main product, the most important products of the human economy will no longer be just vehicles and textiles and food and weapons. The main products will be bodies and brains and minds. And in a way, we are even reaching beyond what ancient religions ascribed to the gods. Because the gods, like Jehovah in the Bible, they could create only organic beings. If you're a creationist and you look at the world, so all these animals, all these plants, God created them and they are all organic. Now humans are trying to do better than that.